So I'll just give you an update of the day. Got up at 7 o'clock, hung around next to the cathedral in Leon until the tourism office opens. Then I had a coffee and looked at my laptop a bit. Then I went into the tourism office and asked for the nearest place I could go climbing. And they said it's not too far, about 15k. Turned out to be 30 miles away. So my knee suffered a bit. And I thought, well, I should get a big lunch, because I'm not going to be able to cycle back today with this knee. So I had went to this chicken stand on the street and had this massive sandwich filled with chorizo and greasy, fatty chicken, and it was just way too much fat for my body to handle, and I just and then I had chips on top of that, loads of chips. So I just kind of like slumped on a bench for like an hour, and then tried to cycle about 5 kilometers. I had to stop because my knee was hurting, but also just because I was filled with fat. Spent another 2 hours in another place, had a few more coffees, and went on the internet a bit more. And now I feel good, and I'm ready to go and find somewhere to climb, and it looks like we got somewhere. I've got water, I've got food, I've got my tent. I'm just going to keep cycling till I get to the town of Bergeferau, I don't know what it's called, but it's like a climbing town, and they'll give me some indication of where I might be able to find some bouldering. And then I'll just kind of trek with, well, maybe I'll try and lug my bike up the way, because I got too much stuff to just carry it by hand. Try and find a place to pitch tent, and then if I have any daylight, I'll do a tiniest bit of climbing, but I won't take any risks. I'm not going to fall, I'm not going to hurt myself, I'm not going to push my knee, but might do some yoga or something in the mountains and have a sleep there. Apparently 6 degrees tonight, which isn't lovely, but I'll come prepared this time and wear loads of clothes. I'm going to wear 4 layers and jeans and shorts, and have my sleeping bag and a good sleeping mat, so I should be alright for the night. And then tomorrow it'll be about 16 degrees max. Apparently it's going to rain around 2 p.m. But you know, I'm just gonna make the most of the day, maybe do a bit of climbing, and then when that fails I'll just head to Leon, maybe stay one more night in Leon, and then I'm just gonna have to go back to Bilbao, because my knee can't take any more of this cycling. I don't want to push it anymore, and you know, it gives me a good 10 days to, well, live in my flat for the last time and get some programming done and a bit of rest before my big adventure down to the south, which I'm a bit apprehensive and excited about at the same time right now. We'll just have to see how it goes, really. But yeah, I did a lot of talking to myself today, and confronted, basically, I asked myself the question, I tried to dig as deep as possible, because this is what this kind of trip is about, and I said, do I like myself? That was the question that I tried to answer, and the general answer was yes. You know, if I met me, I would definitely like to hang out with myself. Probably. But I think it's good that I like myself overall. But I recognise my faults, and then I delve deeper into what are my insecurities. Why do I have them? And really, I realised they're quite superficial, and you know, they're things which will be solved over time, inevitably. And they're things that you can't really, it's not really worth worrying about them in the present. Most certainly not. So, you know, you don't really get the opportunity in normal day-to-day life to ask yourself these philosophical questions about pursuing the question of your existence and what you should make the point of your life. So, because you're always distracted you're constantly trying to distract yourself with the internet, with the TV, with programs. And I just thought, like, how did they do it before they had TV and internet? They must have gone mad thinking about these philosophical questions all the time, or learned to ignore them, or they just had to rely on books. So I think if I was born 200 years ago, I would have just endlessly been reading books. But yeah, it was good to think about those things and say them out loud, use myself as a sounding board. And hopefully I'll have a good night on the mountains in my tent.